It's great to have your company again, Pisces. It's July 2021. Didici here from that website, astrology.com.au. I'm going to get the ball rolling here with the animation on your chart to show you exactly what's going on, especially with that diligence, even passion that you have for work right now. Notice the position of Venus and Mars here in the sixth house as the month commences. A little bit of tension there, though. Having passion is no guarantee that the work is going to be easy, as shown by this 12th house position of retrograde Saturn. So it's almost as if you're putting in all the work and having to redo it again. That's also the fault, if I could call it a fault, of these retrograde planets here. There's 4 of them here surrounding your sun sign right now. So you can see from every direction, the work that you're doing, the energy you're putting into relationships, seems to be having to all be redone again. And that's for a very good karmic reason. You're learning some important lessons in life. There on the 6th, the moon makes its way very, very dark through your 4th house, touching the karmic point, then Mercury. A lot of family affairs, communications, and maybe some emotional constraints. But the important transit on the 10th is this movement of the moon in your 5th house, the new moon taking place here, which is lovely for the aspect of creativity, the way you deal with your children. It can also be a speculative / competitive area. So for those of you that are, there it is on the 10th, the new moon in the 5th house. But that opposition to Pluto is a cautionary transit, because sometimes people get a little bit compulsive about what they're doing, and that will take its toll, especially here when you see moon transiting into this position of these 2 passionate planets, Venus and Mars. This, of course, also is the sector of debt. So you've got to be careful with the way you handle your money this month, because that passion can show excessive expenditures. Fortunately, you've got the counterbalance of Saturn in your 12th house. This places the way you expend money and time and resources. Saturn puts the brakes on that, which I think is a good thing for you. Mercury moves into this 5th house, so there's an accentuation of your talents. If you're looking to feel good in yourself, I'd say that these transits are excellent for expressing yourself in ways that allow you to get rid of that irritability, that anger that you're feeling. And that's going to be important as we see towards the very, very end of the month. But you may feel it a little bit before that, as Mars, the warlike planet, starts to move into this opposition of your sun sign. That'll happen when it moves into Virgo, but some of you may start to feel that a little bit earlier. The position of Venus is good here in your 6th house. This is a negative planet in a negative place, indicating positive gains financially. So this has to do with your banking, your long-term savings, your future investments, and security measures. Venus moves on the 22nd, however, into this 7th house, and Venus is famous for its love and its attractiveness. So when it makes contact here, and you'll see now around the 24th on either side of this 7th house, along with that full moon that takes place on the 24th, a very, very powerful connection with your lover or your spouse or partner that activates your emotions and your sexuality, because these 2 planets are notorious for that. A wealth of experience, a wealth of feelings when the moon and Jupiter connect on the 26th. However, they are in opposition. So there's a word that we use here called effusiveness. You don't have to overdo it if you're trying to make a point or to show your affection to someone. You can be economical with that and still get the same point across, is what I'm trying to say. A little bit of confusion there on the 29th with the moon making contact with Neptune. That may have something to do with your identity. Could be a mini identity crisis for a day or so there. given all this relationship energy that we're seeing in the chart. And there is the point on the 30th where Mars moves into this 7th house with Venus. It's going to create a few little upheavals for some of you. It is generally a very, very favorable planet for the sign of Pisces, but it still has its inherent nature and can cause a bit of squabbling, a little bit of bickering here and there. A couple of deep breaths. Pull it all back in, take control, Pisces, and all will be well at the end of July. Get some more info. I've got more there for you at astrology.com.au. There's the chronological sequence of the transits to fill in the gaps here that I haven't given you. You can get all the free oracles there. The yearly readings are still available if you'd like to see where this is all going in the, intermediate period. And don't forget to subscribe and drop me a note if you'd like to ask me a question. I'll see you here next month. Please stay safe. Looking forward to your company again then. Bye-bye.